go in the crib, get dressed, come back out, get in the car with her. I'm in the car. I'm like, shit, let me hook my seatbelt. She like, you ain't got to do that. I'm like, I think I need to do that.
Man, I came across this video up on Instagram, and I knew as soon as I saw it, I needed to go over it. Now, it's currently going viral. And the reason that I think it's important to go through is yet another perfect example of a young modern woman doing everything that she possibly can to avoid accountability. But the real reason that I like this is because it shows the steps a young man took in order to avoid her blame. My G, stay vigilant out there, you hear me? There is no amount or power in the viscous innards to put your life at risk for, all right? So let's get after it and let's get active. Without further ado. Now, due to YouTube guidelines, I cannot show the point of impact, so I'm gonna black that out, but let's just watch. The time fine shit crashed us, right? Now she's showing off.
The fan in the mountains? Oh, shit.
All right.
Oh, you got a curve coming.
There's a curve coming.
Oh, my God.
She ain't slowing.
Oh.
Hello.
No. Oh,
okay.
Shit.
Now, listen.
You're fucking kidding me. Oh, you're absolutely fucking kidding me.
Not the Whataburger.
No, you're kidding me.
Okay. Damn, airbags deployed.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
Now, this accident occurred in Atlanta, Georgia, and fun fact, the car, the Infiniti, is not even hers. And we all saw not only her accelerating the cars beyond its limit, but also she was verbally active in her excitement to show off her car skills, or rather lack thereof. But it was at this exact moment that she looked over and saw that the young brother was recording her, but her behavior right after is fascinating. Let's rewatch.
Fucking kidding me.
You've got to be kidding me.
No, you're kidding me.
I think he was recording because he was scared, by the way. And I'm glad that he was recording.
Fuck you. Fuck. Oh, fuck.
You could visibly watch her try everything in her power to not be held accountable. She's thinking about blaming the car. She's thinking about blaming the man. She's thinking about blaming the damn camera if she had the opportunity to. That was actually funny about that is I actually wrote that over in the comments. But the analytics on this post is actually crazy, garnering over 1 million likes thus far. The original uploader, the young man, actually wrote an update. Update, I got blocked and was told to pay for the damages. When it wasn't even my fault. And mind you, I was not even driving the car. Wasn't hers. It was the dealership's car she was working for. Now, he's actually going to have a longer explanation. We're going to go through that in a quick second. But the camera absolutely saved this man's life. I mean, do you not think that she would not be the type of person to tell the dealership that it was you in the driver's side? Let's go through some of the comments before we go through his formal explanation of the situation and how exactly he's getting revenge. Nah, this is actually pitiful. Shorty had too much time to make that. Yeah, it don't even look like she was even turning. I think he started recording because he was scared already. Yeah, well, he turned it on and that's all that matters. Why didn't she turn? I feel like she didn't even try. Man, I'm glad you're recording. She was about ready to start making up a story about how you grabbed the wheel or that you were the driver with the clown emoji. Bro even warned her and said she had a turn coming up. Zero accountability. Even the women are calling her out. She's reacting like she wasn't the one driving. And also notice too, she never even did a check on the other driver, right? She's just worried about how to get about the situation. Let's now go to that update.
So y'all boy asked for a motherfucking story time / update on how the whole situation and shit happened, bro. So previous, you know what I'm saying, I met this girl, bro. We was out here at the like little car meet type shit. I met her out there and I got a number and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I got back to the crib, we were texting and shit. It was like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, so she had hit me and we were typing and shit and she was like pull up. I was like, shit, for sure, just, you know what I'm saying, I'm finna drop the load. So I threw. And it was time for me to go to work. And I was like, shit, I'm gonna just call up a Uber or some goddamn, because I ain't had no sleep. You know what I'm saying? I've been out with your ass all morning. It's late as fuck. So I was like, I'm just gonna call up Uber. She like, nah, you ain't gotta do that. I'll just take you. So I'm like, all right, bet. Go in the crib, get dressed, come back out, get in the car with her. I'm in the car. I'm like, shit, let me hook my seatbelt. She like, you ain't gotta do that. I'm like, I think I need to do that. And she was like, you ain't gotta do that. I end up hooking that bitch anyway, because you know what I'm saying, I ain't trusting your ass. So we driving, and you know what I'm saying, she like, which way do I take to go to your job? I was like, shit, you could just bust this back road right here, we can go down the back roads. So, you know what I'm saying, she like, well, I'm gonna show you what this Infinity can do. I'm like, this slow ass Infinity, bro, this hoe ain't taking no curves. This bitch ain't hitting no shit.
Definitely didn't take a curve.
And previous, she was like, let me turn on my fast driving music. And she was like, watch this. Man,
intent to
you
commit.
hear me in the video, I'm like, okay, fan in the mountains, tight shit, sounds
He
good,
hyping it up.
Good. Curve sign, I already know it's a curve coming up. That's why I'm like, you know what I'm saying? But you gonna slow up? I'm just smiling behind the camera like this. Letting her do her shit. I'm like, okay, she gonna slow up. Man, them motherfuckers ain't slow up at all, man. That's why I'm like, it's a curve coming up.
It's
and she get out the car, and y'all hear it saying, fuck you, fuck. I'm like, what you saying fuck me for? Shit, bitch. I ain't do not a damn thing. What you saying fuck me for? And the car wasn't hers, and it belonged to the dealership that she was working for. It was a dealership down there in Birmingham. I didn't even know that. I thought it was her car. The car did have, like, you know what I'm saying?
She was acting like it was hers.
Dealership tagging on shit, all that shit on the back of it. But yeah, I found out that that wasn't even her whipping shit. And she told me that I needed to help pay for damages and shit.
Wildin'.
You got me fucked up.
She probably thinks that if it wasn't for his request to go to work, if she never did that, then the accident would have never occurred. And this is how, like, the looseness of accountability works. It's like, well, on that route towards work, no one said you had to try to act like you was Vin Diesel. All right? Nobody told you to impersonate a NASCAR driver, Dukes of Hazzard, or act like you in a destruction derby. Nobody told you to do those things. So why would that make me responsible? Because you made the active decision to drive like a clown moron. By the way, what type of nerd has fast driving music? Like, you have a playlist to drive like a moron?
Can't cap, no kizzy. That the update, I don't know if that's the update y'all boys wanted, but Shorty ended up unblocking me. I guess she seen the video and she was like, can you delete it? Can you delete it? No.
Don't you
I
dare.
Can't delete it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Tight shit.
There's no way you should delete that video. It should be formally documented for everyone to see that you were not the one driving, because she gonna try to pin it on you. So the lessons today is, one, anybody who has fast driving music and then also tells you to not put on your seatbelt, run from these people like the damn plague. They don't value life. Apparently, they have less to lose than you, or they've never met consequences for their actions, so they act as such. For two, you linking up with people that you don't know their behavior, you don't know how they drive, and I understand she could be a pretty young thing, but just because they're a pretty young thing don't mean that they have your best interests in mind. And that's proven because of a lack of accountability, her behavior right after the crash, and how she wants the video removed. And third, men lie, women lie, but the damn camera don't, baby. I tell all of my guys, I have a shortcut on my phone. I can hit something twice, the camera app pops out. Boom, I can get to snapping or videoing if necessary. This young brother, now I could give him coaching on the way that he speaks. I would love for him to drop that level of ebonics, but he's young. He's probably doing a little bit of that on purpose. But this young brother was smart enough to record everything. And that recording is what is being utilized to save him from being blamed, sued, or even worse, right? So if you're ever, again, in a situation that feels off, don't just rely on trust. Protect yourself with receipts, because nowadays your life can flip in an instant when you put it in the hands of someone who has no business in holding it. All right, guys, drop me your questions, comments, concerns down into the comment box down below. Let's have a fantastic conversation in regards to this one. What would have you done in this situation? Shit, have any of you been in this situation? Let me know down in the comment box down below. And I'm glad nobody was hurt in the situation. And again, shout out to that young brother for getting through relatively unscathed. Until next time, YouTube. Peace.
She belongs to the street.
Girl, don't hold my hand. You a mattress.
actress on the OnlyFans. Get your money, girl, but damn, how is that your only plan? What you gonna do when you get too old to strip and dance? Get up out your echo chamber screaming period and yes. You a low down dirty woman if you try to get knocked up by a high value man.